Today we are on the far west side of San Antonio. We got a little bit of drizzle, good amount of fog, but that's not gonna stop us from these home tours today. Today we're gonna check out two move-in ready homes here in the community of Ladera. Beautiful neighborhood, huge master plan community. This community has plenty of builders, but today we're gonna be looking at Coventry Homes. If you're new here, my name is Christian Cariello. I'm a San Antonio realtor helping families buy, sell, and relocate to our beautiful city. So if you have any questions, use me as a guide and as a resource when it comes to making the move here to our beautiful city. The water's starting to come down, so I'm gonna head inside. But just to give you a little bit of insight of what you're gonna be seeing in today's video, again, we have two home tours, and the interesting thing about that is that they are actually the same exact home, but with two completely different finishes, which gives the two homes two completely different feels. So I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. Make sure you stick around. And lastly, let's talk about the incentives. Right now they have a couple of options on the table for you. You can opt in for a 2-1 rate buy down, or you can get a 1-1 rate buy down combined with up to $15,000 in closing costs. But of course, that is subject to change, so make sure you reach out to stay up to date with the latest incentives. So without further ado, let's get started. Up first, we have the Dumont floor plan, a little bit over 3,100 square feet, offered at just under $500,000. This home sits on a corner lot in a gated section of the neighborhood. And as we walk into our foyer, we have our 20-foot ceilings, staircase to the right, and off to the left we have a study here. And you'll notice this door off to the right. I want you guys to keep that in mind. That'll be a closet, which means you could potentially use that room as an extra bedroom. And as we go further into the home, we're gonna walk straight into the family room. And as you notice, 20-foot ceilings once again. And I know how much you guys love those 20-foot ceilings. And off to the left, we're gonna have our kitchen. You can see the 42-inch cabinets with the crown molding at the top, white countertops with the oversized island, and the picket backsplash to bring everything together. Now here we have our pantry, and I really want you guys to keep this in mind. We have the wooden shelving, plenty of space if you ask me. And here's the final glimpse of the kitchen before we move on. At the end of the kitchen, we're gonna come across the casual dining room. And I'd say that this thing could fit a 6-seater dining table pretty comfortably. And off to the right, we head off to the backyard to our covered patio. And if you're familiar with Texas, you know how crucial these things are, especially in the summertime. Now remember I mentioned that this is sitting on a corner lot. It's a bit awkward, it's a little bit short back here, but as we move off to the side, we're gonna have a little bit more space. It's a bit interesting, and I'd say it works, but let me know how you guys feel about it. Walking back into the home, I'm going to give you another glimpse of the family room. 20-foot ceilings with the majority of this wall covered in windows, which is going to let in all that natural sunlight. And here's what we've been waiting for, the primary bedroom. You have a lot of great stuff going on in here. Tray ceilings, wall-to-wall windows, and check out this bathroom. Dual vanity sink separated by the garden tub with a standalone shower with a seat there for you so you can relax after a long day of work. And with a bathroom of this size, you gotta have the walk-in closet to match. Now, if you've seen a few of my videos, you know I'm gonna show off those 20-foot ceilings every chance I get. Now back to the front of the home. I know I missed a few rooms, but now that we're here, we have this utility room with the closet. But let's get another glimpse of the foyer. Any home with 20-foot ceilings in the foyer, automatic win in my book. Now here is the second bedroom on the first floor, right next to a full bathroom, which is gonna be great for any guests that you have staying over, or better yet, the in-laws when they're in town. Here we have the mudroom, which is conveniently located right off of the garage. And if you saw earlier, this is labeled as a 3-car garage, 3-car tandem garage. And as you can see here off to the right, you're gonna have a 5-foot extension, which is gonna be optimal for that extra storage. And finally, we make our way upstairs. Now, as we make our way up to the second floor, we're gonna notice this catwalk here, which is gonna lead us into the loft/game room. Walking in, you're gonna notice those wall-to-wall windows, letting in all that natural light.
And then here we have a little indentation in the wall. Maybe you're gonna set up a TV, entertainment center, projector. I mean, there's plenty of space in there for whatever your heart desires. As we walk across the catwalk, to my right, we overlook the foyer, and off to my left, you're gonna overlook the family room. Man, I don't know about you guys, but I'm all for sacrificing square footage upstairs for those 20-foot ceilings. Now, last but not least, on the other side of that catwalk, we have this hallway here that's gonna lead us into 2 bedrooms, plenty of space, and then we have a full bathroom here in the middle. Tile flooring, tile in the shower, pretty nice touch if you ask me. That'll conclude the first tour of this video, but remember I mentioned the second home will be the exact same floor plan, but with completely different finishes, giving it a completely different feel. Now, believe it or not, this here is the exact same floor plan. It's the Dumont, but with the different elevation, it's giving it a whole new look. Now, this home sits in a different area in the community called High Point, and as you can tell, the name is very fitting as it sits on top of the hill. As soon as you walk into the home, you still have those 20-foot ceilings, but right away you're gonna notice that spiral staircase, which elevates the look to a whole different level. Here we still have the LVP flooring, but this is gonna be just a shade darker than the previous home. Now remember, same office space, but the difference here is that it does not have a closet, and I'm gonna show you why that's important here in a bit. So here we have the washer dryer room, and the closet is still a closet, just a little bit different given that this is a spiral staircase this time. Now we're gonna make our way to the family room. Still have those 20-foot ceilings. You're still gonna have that wall full of windows to let in all that natural light. But I do want you guys to keep in mind, I did shoot this earlier in the day, so there was a little bit more fog. But regardless, these darker floors are just gonna give the home just a little bit of a darker feel. As for the kitchen, we have a really light gray cabinet. You could mistake it for white at first glance. And we do have this horizontal tile backsplash. Now, as we walk into the pantry, you're gonna notice that this is completely different from the previous home. You have this extended pantry, and it also has some extra cabinetry with the window, which gives this area an elevated feel. We have a similar casual dining area, but the difference here is you have that view. And for $56,000 extra, that view definitely makes it worth it. Like I just mentioned, this home is going for $56,000 more than the home we just toured. And if you ask me, completely worth it. This backyard is gonna be a lot more enjoyable. And of course, you're gonna have those views. And believe it or not, right behind you, you're gonna have the amenity center along with the on-site elementary school. So not only will you feel like the king of the hill, but the convenience factor is in full effect. But let's not forget, everybody has different goals. Everybody has different wants and needs. So I'm curious to hear your take on it. Do you think that $56,000 price increase is worth the jump? You also have to take into consideration the views outside your bedroom. I mean, just imagine waking up to this every single morning. This home does have a 3-car tandem garage as well, but this one does not have that 5-foot kickout. Both of these homes are looped for a water softener, and they both come with 2 water heaters, given the space and size of these homes. Here in this home, you still have that second bedroom downstairs along with the full bathroom right next to it. As we make our way up the spiral staircase, you're gonna notice that everything upstairs is basically gonna be the same as the previous home. You still have the game/loft room, same layout. You still have that catwalk, 2 extra rooms along with a full bathroom in between. Now these homes are going to be on the higher end of the spectrum, but believe it or not, you can get into a home in this neighborhood with this builder in the mid 300s. Both of these homes sit on 50-foot wide lots, but they do offer 40-foot wide lots as a cost-efficient option as well.
We hope you enjoyed today's video, and remember, if you have any questions, my information is down below. Use this as a guide and as a resource when it comes to navigating the San Antonio market. And if you did enjoy today's video, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, as we continue to grow the channel. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.